Hello and welcome. I am so glad you could join us today for this special journey. If you find this exploration as fascinating as I do, please remember to subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. It truly helps us bring more of the world to you. Today, we turn our gaze to a remarkable nation nestled in the heart of Africa, Uganda. We will embark on an adventure together, a gentle walk through its stunning natural landscapes, vibrant and diverse cultures, deep, resonant history. This is a land of incredible contrasts and profound beauty, often called the Pearl of Africa. Our journey will be one of discovery. We will meet the mighty rivers and vast lakes that define its geography and sustain its people. So, please, settle in and prepare to be enchanted. Our exploration of Uganda is about to begin. Uganda is geographically positioned in East Central Africa, a location that has profoundly shaped its history and its identity. It is a landlocked country, meaning it has no direct access to the sea, a feature that makes its relationship with its neighbors incredibly important. It shares extensive borders with 5 other nations: Kenya to the east, South Sudan to the north, Democratic Republic of Congo to the west, Rwanda to the southwest, Tanzania to the south. This network of neighbors creates a crossroads of cultures, trade routes, and shared histories, placing Uganda at the very center of a dynamic and interconnected region. Despite being landlocked, Uganda is a country defined by water. Its landscape is dominated by some of the largest and most significant freshwater bodies on the African continent. The most famous of these is, of course, Lake Victoria, the largest lake in Africa, and the world's second-largest freshwater lake by surface area. Uganda controls a significant portion of its northern shores. The lake is a vital source of fish transportation and income for millions. This immense body of water acts almost like an inland sea, influencing the climate and providing a lifeline for the communities that dot its picturesque coastline. The population of Uganda is estimated to be around 46 million people. It is a remarkably young country, with one of the youngest populations in the world. This youthful demographic brings an incredible energy and dynamism to the nation, but also presents challenges in providing education and opportunities for all. The country itself covers an area of approximately 241,000 square kilometers, a space filled with an astonishing diversity of landscapes. Within its borders, a multitude of languages are spoken, a testament to the many ethnic groups that call Uganda home. While English Swahili, many people also speak Luganda Runyankole and numerous other local languages in their daily lives. This linguistic and ethnic diversity creates a cultural mosaic that is both complex and beautiful, a rich and lively interplay of different traditions and perspectives. The land itself seems to reflect this diversity, shifting from fertile plateaus to towering mountains to dense rainforests to expansive savannas. It is this unique combination of a strategic location, abundant water resources, a youthful population, and a rich cultural heritage that forms the foundational identity of Uganda. The capital city of Uganda is Kampala, a vibrant and sprawling metropolis that serves as the nation's political and commercial heart. Situated on a series of hills near the northern shore of Lake Victoria, Kampala is a city of constant motion and sound. Its streets are a lively mix of modern office buildings, bustling open-air markets, crowded taxi parks, serene religious sites. Here, you can witness the full spectrum of Ugandan life, as people from all corners of the country converge to work, trade, and build their futures. It is a city that never seems to sleep, full of energy and ambition and the unmistakable spirit of urban Africa. Beyond the capital, other main cities serve as important regional hubs. Entebbe, located on a peninsula stretching into Lake Victoria, is home to the country's main international airport and has a more relaxed, tranquil atmosphere than Kampala. To the east lies Jinja, a city famous for its location near the source of the River Nile. Mbarara, in the west, is a key center for the region's agricultural and cattle herding communities. Gulu, in the north, has shown incredible resilience, rebuilding itself after years of conflict. However, the majority of Uganda's population lives outside these urban centers, in countless villages and rural communities. Here, life moves at a different pace, aligned with the rising and setting of the sun and the changing of the seasons. Village life centers on agriculture, with families tending small plots near their homes. The houses may be simple, often constructed from local materials like mud, wood, and thatch, but they are the heart of strong, close-knit communities where neighbors support one another. Daily life in the countryside is characterized by a steady rhythm of essential tasks. People often farm near their homes, cultivating bananas, maize, cassava beans, and raising chickens, goats, cattle. Markets are the social and economic epicenters of rural life. On market days, people gather from miles around to buy and sell produce, exchange news, and socialize. In the fields, at the water pump, and in the marketplace, the true warmth and communal spirit of the Ugandan people are most profoundly felt. From farmers tending their crops on fertile hillsides to artisans crafting intricate works by hand, every person contributes a thread to the rich tapestry of this nation. Uganda is a land blessed with an abundance of water, and its identity is inextricably linked to the great rivers and spectacular waterfalls that carve through its terrain. The White Nile, one of the two main tributaries of the world's longest river, famously begins its epic journey here, flowing out of Lake Victoria. This mighty river gives life to everything it touches, nourishing the fertile farmlands along its banks, and powering the nation through hydroelectric dams. Its course through Uganda is marked by dramatic transformations, from calm, wide stretches to furious, churning rapids, creating scenery that is both beautiful and powerful. The country is renowned for its magnificent waterfalls. Murchison Falls, located within the national park of the same name, is arguably the most famous. Here, the entire volume of the Nile River is forced through a narrow rock gorge only 7 meters wide, before plunging 43 meters into a churning pool below, creating a thunderous roar and a perpetual rainbow-filled mist. Further east, Sipi Falls offers a more serene but equally stunning experience. Sipi, the upper cascade, a delicate curtain of water over green cliffs. Sipi, the middle cascade, water splitting over rocky terraces. Sipi, the lower cascade, plunging into a lush valley below, cascading down the foothills of Mount Elgon, surrounded by lush coffee plantations and offering breathtaking views across the plains. In the far west, bordering the Democratic Republic of Congo, rise the legendary Rwenzori Mountains. This majestic range is one of the few places on the equator to feature permanent snow and glaciers on its highest peaks, creating a surreal landscape of alpine meadows and unique flora high above the tropical plains, offering a challenging but rewarding journey through one of Africa's most unique ecosystems. The Ugandan economy is fundamentally anchored in agriculture, which remains the backbone of the nation's livelihood. A vast majority of the population is engaged in farming primarily on a small-scale subsistence basis. These farmers work diligently on small plots of land, often using traditional methods to grow food for their families and communities. Matoke maize, cassava, sweet potatoes, beans. This agricultural base ensures food security and forms the bedrock of rural life. Planting seasons, harvesting seasons. Alongside subsistence farming, Uganda produces key cash crops for export. Coffee, women harvesting red coffee cherries. Tea plantations and pickers' tobacco fields. Cotton bolls and field fishermen hauling nets from lakes. These industries provide jobs and bring in foreign currency. The history of the land we now call Uganda stretches back into the deep past, long before the arrival of Europeans. For centuries, the region was a mosaic of different ethnic groups organized into various kingdoms and smaller chiefdoms. Among the most powerful and influential of these was the Buganda Kingdom in the fertile central region around present-day Kampala. With a sophisticated political structure, a rich culture, and a powerful monarch, the Kabaka, the Buganda Kingdom dominated for hundreds of years. Kasubi tombs, grass-thatched royal tombs. Other significant kingdoms, Bunyoro, Ankole, Toro, each with unique traditions and a history of rivalries and alliances. The late 19th century marked a pivotal turning point with the arrival of European explorers, missionaries, and traders. Drawn by the quest for the source of the Nile and the desire for influence and resources, they gradually altered the political landscape. In 1894, the British Empire formally established the Uganda Protectorate. The British implemented a system of indirect rule, often governing through existing local leaders, which had lasting consequences for the power dynamics within the country. This colonial period introduced Western education, religion, and economic systems, forever changing the course of Ugandan society. Uganda achieved its independence from British rule on October 9, 1962, a moment of great hope and national pride. The early years of independence, however, were fraught with political instability and conflict. The country endured difficult and violent periods, most notably the brutal military dictatorship of Idi Amin in the 1970s and the subsequent civil unrest and Bush War of the early 1980s. These decades of turmoil left deep scars on the nation, causing immense suffering and setting back its development significantly. The stories from this era are a painful but important part of the national memory. Since the late 1980s, Uganda has been on a long and arduous path of recovery and rebuilding. The country has worked to establish peace, reconstruct its economy, and heal the wounds of its past. Today, Ugandans look back on their complex history with a mix of sorrow and pride. They remember the glory of the ancient kingdoms, the challenges of the colonial era, and the pain of the post-independence conflicts. At the same time, they look forward with a determined optimism, striving to build a peaceful and prosperous future for the generations to come, ensuring that the lessons of the past are never forgotten. Despite progress, development challenges remain. Poverty, access to education and healthcare, clean water, and infrastructure need major investment. The people of Uganda, resilient and industrious, work daily to overcome obstacles. Communities strive for a better future. The cultural fabric of Uganda is woven from a multitude of vibrant traditions that remain deeply ingrained in the society. Music, dance, storytelling are essential components of community life, used to celebrate, mourn, educate, preserve history. A wedding can be a multi-day affair filled with colorful attire, elaborate rituals, and joyful music, while a funeral brings the entire community together to honor the deceased and support the grieving family. Religion plays a central and visible role in the daily lives of most Ugandans. Christianity, Islam, their influence is evident from the many churches and mosques to greetings in daily conversation. Alongside these major religions, traditional African beliefs often coexist, viewed as complementary practices. The artistry of the Ugandan people is expressed through traditional crafts, basket weaving, techniques passed from mothers to daughters, wood carving, beads, seeds, recycled paper jewelry, textiles and pottery, art woven into everyday life. The cuisine of Uganda is hearty, wholesome, and deeply connected to the land. Meals are built around fresh, locally sourced ingredients. Staple foods form the foundation of the diet. The most iconic is matoke, a starchy green banana. Matoke is steamed, mashed, and served as a primary carbohydrate, similar to how potatoes or rice might be used elsewhere. Another common staple is posho, or ugali. Staples are paired with stews of beans, peas, or ground nuts. Near vast lakes and rivers, fish features prominently, grilled, fried, or simmered in sauce. A popular street food is the Rolex, a chapati rolled with a fried egg, sometimes with tomatoes or onions. To taste Uganda at home, you'll need 5 to 6 green cooking bananas, matoke. Peel carefully. They release a sticky sap. Chop into medium pieces, cover with water, and boil until tender, about 20 to 30 minutes. Mash smooth or leave in chunks as you prefer. For sauce, soften chopped onion, stir in half a cup peanut butter, add water gradually to a creamy consistency. Season with salt and a pinch of chili, simmer, then pour over matoke with greens or rice. And so, our gentle journey through the beautiful nation of Uganda comes to a close. We have walked through its fertile landscapes, from the shores of its immense lakes to the misty peaks of its legendary mountains. We have seen the vibrant life in its growing cities and felt the steady, peaceful rhythm of its rural villages. We have listened to the echoes of its long and complex history, from the ancient kingdoms to the struggles and triumphs of the modern era. We have caught a glimpse of the traditions that give the country its unique soul, and even learned how to prepare a taste of its wholesome cuisine. This brief exploration has only scratched the surface of what the Pearl of Africa has to offer. We saw the land, defined by the life-giving waters of the Nile and the dramatic beauty of waterfalls like Murchison. We met the people, whose warmth, resilience, and hospitality leave a lasting impression on all who visit. We learned about a culture rich in music, craft, and community, and a daily life that remains deeply connected to the earth. Thank you so much for taking this trip with us today. If you enjoyed this journey, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Tell us what you loved most. See you next video.